Hi guys, welcome to the channel. आजको हाम्रो टपिक हो टाइफोइड. So typhoid भन्ने बित्तिकै all we think about is high grade fever. Hey, typhoid is an acute bacterial infection characterized by high fever. र टाइफोइड केले हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि साल्मोनेला टाइफी ब्याक्टेरियाले कज गर्छ र टाइफोइड फिभरलाई एन्टेरिक फिभर पनि भनिन्छ. Why? Because the bacteria is commonly found in the intestines. So intestine region मा हुने भएर त्यो टाइफोइड फिभरलाई चाहिँ एन्टेरिक फिभर पनि भन्ने गरिएको छ. So this is the structure of Salmonella typhi. यो chapter को one of the most important and repeatedly asked question भनेको यही नै हो. Causative organism, that is Salmonella typhi. Now let's see the symptoms. Typhoid ko most important and most commonly seen symptom is high grade fever. Very high grade fever ranging between 39 to 40 degrees Celsius or even more. Hey? And then we have stomach pain, rose colored rash in abdomen and chest. And then sometimes there's also constipation. The tongue is coated centrally, the whitish, the coat बाहिर देखिन्छ. And then another important symptom is hemorrhage and ulceration in intestine. This symptom might not be like visible directly, but this is the reason behind other symptoms like stomach pain. Hemorrhage हुन्छ हैन, इन्टेस्टाइनमा ब्याक्टेरिया त्यहाँ हार्बर गरेको भएर हेमोरेज हुन्छ एन्ड अल्सरेसन हुन्छ, पोइल पर्छ इन्टेस्टाइनमा. सो दिस इज द रिजन वाइ टाइफाइड भएको पेसेन्टलाई चाहिँ वी सजेस्ट नट टु इट हार्ड फुड अर डिफिकल्ट टु च्यु हुने फुडहरू नखानु. सिम्पल फुड लाइक खिचडी अर जाउलो खानु भन्ने रिजन चाहिँ दिस सिचुएसन हो. हेमरेज एन्ड अल्सरेसन भएको इन्टेस्टाइनमा हामीले कुनै पनि स्पाइसी फुड अर हार्ड फुड खायो भने चाहिँ झन् बढी कम्प्लिकेसन्स हुन्छ. Now on to the mode of transmission. This is very easy. Direct contact with patient. Patientसँग direct contact हुने जो पनि very prone to infection हुन्छ. May that be the family members, friends, हैन, स्कुलमा छ भने, or the healthcare workers, the doctors, the nurses and hospital staff. And then how is it transmitted भन्दाखेरि contaminated food and water, raw vegetables, fruits, milk, right? And then also the people traveling to places where typhoid is more common. Like for people from America or England, when they come to countries like Nepal or India where the typhoid incidence rate is higher, they will be more prone to getting the infection. Also, the people who work in labs who are in direct contact, who handle the samples of the disease-causing bacteria. So, the diagnosis of typhoid is confirmed by a positive viral test, which is done after second week of the emergence of the symptoms. This is also a very important question, a direct one-liner question. The diagnosis of typhoid भन्दाखेरि your answer is viral test. अब चाहिँ prevention again very easy हैन, we know everything. यो hand wash अनि अब सबै खानेकुराहरू धोएर खाने, सफा खाने, sanitary disposal of human feces, vaccines and avoid eating street food, junk food, etc. अहिले त अब त्यो काठमाडौँबाट जङ्क फुडको ठेलाहरू नै हटाउने भन्ने भइरहेको छ. So this is similar kind of preventive measures. Now we've come down to treatment. Treatment को first course भनेको antibiotics. किनभने यो bacterial disease हो, so we give antibiotics. The antibiotics given are ampicillin and chloramphenicol. Another treatment is a kind it's kind of a remedy that you drink lots of water. Lots of means adequate amount of water and electrolytes and oral rehydration, so that you don't get into the acute dehydration phase and start some new complications. So make sure to drink a lot of water. All right. Now some special points, especially exam point of view को लागि एकदमै important questions. First one is step ladder pattern fever. टाइफाइड भन्ने बित्तिकै फिभर याद गर्नुपर्छ र फिभर भन्ने बित्तिकै स्टेप ल्याडर प्याटर्न फिभर याद गर्नुपर्छ. स्टेप ल्याडर प्याटर्न भनेको के हो भन्दा फिभर एकचोटि बढ्छ फेरि घट्छ फेरि बढ्छ फेरि घट्छ, त्यो बढेको बढै हुने हुँदैन हैन, एकछिन सन्चो भएको जस्तो हुन्छ अनि फेरि फिभर हाई हुन्छ अनि फेरि आफै घट्छ, त्यस्तोलाई चाहिँ स्टेप ल्याडर फिभर भन्छ. एन्ड दिस टर्म स्टेप ल्याडर is very important for your questions. है यो याद राख्नु. Another is abdominal distress is frequently seen in typhoid due to hypertrophy of Peyer's patch. त्यो भनेको हाम्रो इन्टेस्टाइन यो GIT मा एकदमै डिस्कम्फर्ट भइरहेको हुन्छ हैन, त्यही भएर कन्स्टिपेसन पनि देखिन्छ. एब्डोमिनल डिस्ट्रेसले कन्स्टिपेसन कज गर्न सक्छ एन्ड कन्स्टिपेसन इज मोर कमन देन डायरिया है, कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ यो चाहिँ अलिकति याद राख्दा हुन्छ. Which of the following sets of diseases is caused by bacteria? Cholera, tetanus, typhoid, smallpox, tetanus, mumps, herpes, influenza. अहिले हामीले के पढ्यौं त? टाइफाइड पढ्यौं र टाइफाइड के हो? ब्याक्टेरियल डिजिज हो हैन, ब्याक्टेरियल इन्फेक्सन हो. सो यु माइट थिंक ओ दिस इज द आन्सर, बट नो. स्मलपक्स भनेको ब्याक्टेरियल हैन, स्मलपक्स इज अ भाइरल डिजिज caused by virola virus हैन. सो द अप्सन नम्बर 2 इज रङ. त्यही भएर डोन्ट बी कन्फ्युज्ड. एउटा मात्र एस्पेक्ट मिल्यो भन्दैमा यो होल अप्सन नै करेक्ट हो भन्न मिल्दैन. यसमा आन्सर के हो त? कोलेरा एन्ड टेटनस. कोलेरा र टेटनस भनेको चाहिँ ब्याक्टेरियल डिजिजेस हो है. सो आन्सर इज नम्बर 1 एन्ड नट 2. बी भेरी केयरफुल विथ यर आन्सर्स. क्वेसन, viral test is carried out to test. This is very easy. हामीले च्याप्टरमा पनि इन्क्लुड गर्यौं र आन्सर इज टाइफोइड फिभर. सो यो भनेको वान लाइनर काइन्ड अफ क्वेसन्स हो. यो चाहिँ एकदम घोकेर नै याद हुन्छ हैन, याद गर्नै पर्छ. सो आन्सर इज नम्बर 4. Okay. Which of the following is a pair of viral diseases? We need a pair. एउटा मात्रै भएर भएन. So let's see. पहिला त हामी टाइफोइड भएकै अप्सन हेरौं. नम्बर 4 करेक्ट आन्सर हो त? होइन, किनभने टाइफोइड ब्याक्टेरियल हो. अलरेडी तपाईको अप्सन नम्बर 4 एलिमिनेट भइसक्यो. अब योर आन्सर इज अमङ 1 2 3. अगेन थर्डमा हेरौं. डिसेन्ट्री. डिसेन्ट्री पनि भाइरल होइन, डिसेन्ट्री पनि ब्याक्टेरियल डिजिज हो. द्याट्स वाइ अप्सन नम्बर 3 पनि डिस्कार्ड भयो. अब यो आन्सरमा दुईटा अप्सन बच्यो, 1 and 2. So what do you think the answer might be? रिङवर्म भाइरल डिजिज हो त? होइन. रिङवर्म भनेको एउटा के रे त्यो चाहिँ फंगल डिजिज हो हैन, फंगाइले कज गर्ने डिजिज. सो रिङवर्म हामीले चिन्ने बित्तिकै अब अप्सन नम्बर 1 पनि हट्यो. सो यो क्लियर एन्ड भेरी इजी आन्सर इज कमन कोल्ड एन्ड एड्स. कमन कोल्ड राइनो भाइरसले गर्छ, एड्स HIV ले गर्छ है. सो आन्सर इज नम्बर. नाउ enteric fever is caused by, very easy question, that is Salmonella typhi. Enteric fever भनेको के हो त? टाइफोइड फिभर हो. हामीले भर्खरै च्याप्टरको स्टार्टिङमै पढेका छौं. सो very easy question but very confusing also sometimes. Salmonella को different species दिएर तपाईलाई कन्फ्युज गर्न खोज्छ. So your answer will be Salmonella typhi, number 2. A very interesting question. Which one is correct? हेरौँ है त. Option number 1, Salmonella typhi and Haemophilus influenza cause pneumonia. Viral test is done for malaria. Intermeba histolytica causes amoebiasis. And Escherichia causes enterobiasis. What do you think the answer is? So So यहाँ पनि हामीले अहिले पढेको च्याप्टरबाट we can eliminate certain number of options. Like option number 1, Salmonella typhi pneumonia cause गर्छ त गर्दैन. So this is incorrect. Vidal test is done for malaria? No, it is done for typhoid. So option number 2 is also incorrect. Now answer must be somewhere between number 3 and 4. त्यसमा पनि Escherichia enterobiasis cause गर्दैन, यसले cause गर्छ अर्कै disease which is called filariasis or lymphatic filariasis. नेपालीमा हात्तीपाइले भन्छ. So Escherichia पनि भएन. So your correct answer is option number 3. Entamoeba histolytica causes amoebiasis. Alright. फेरि एउटा pair वाला question आयो त. Which of the following statement is correct? Common cold droplet infection ले हुन्छ, typhoid contaminated food and water ले हुन्छ, AIDS shaking hand ले हुन्छ, ringworm using infected towels ले हुन्छ. So you need to choose among this, hey. So what do you think? हामीले typhoid को पढ्यो, typhoid contaminated food and water ले हुन्छ. That's right. So number 2 is our answer for sure. Okay. And then we have another one that is common cold. Common cold droplet infection ले हुन्छ त? हुन्छ. Yes. So number 1 is also right. Now we come to number 3. AIDS shaking hand ले AIDS हुन्छ त? हुँदैन. Okay. It's only when the bodily fluids are exchanged in any context, then only AIDS say सर्ने हुन्छ. Otherwise shaking hand or normal talking droplet infections ले हुँदैन. Okay. So number 3 is wrong. What about number 4? 4 मा छ using infected towels. So ringworm भनेको एउटा फंगल इन्फेक्सन हो र अब पेशेन्टसँग टावल युज गर्ने, सेम लुगा शेयर गर्ने गर्यो भने यो पनि सर्छ. So your answer will be 1, 2 and 4, not 3. So your answer is number D. Which of the following pathogens is not transmitted by vector? So your options are Salmonella typhi, alpha virus, Plasmodium, and Listeria bancrofti. So your answer is Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi like कुनै पनि vector चाहिँदैन. It's a directly transmitted bacterial infection. So answer is number 1. Very easy question. Typhoid fever is caused by a species of, you tell me. Right. So the answer is Salmonella, obviously. Let's not waste time in such questions. Next one. Very long question here. Typhoid is, let's see the option, caused by a bacterium which infects only the small intestine by means of food and water that is contaminated. At first, let's see the first portion of the options. Caused by bacterium, caused by protozoa, caused by bacterium, caused by protozoa. So first let's eliminate the protozoan option. Option number 2 and 4 are wrong. Now we need to figure out if the option number 1 and 3, which one is the correct one. Okay. So 1 says it is caused by bacterium which infects only the small intestine by means of food and water that is contaminated. This sounds correct. Now let's read the number 3. Caused by bacterium which infects small intestine by means of contaminated water and food and then migrates to other organs through blood. What do you think the answer is? Yes, it's number 3. So Salmonella typhi enters through mouth and spends 1 to 3 weeks in the intestine. Then it makes its way through the intestinal wall into the bloodstream. From the bloodstream, it spreads into the tissues and organs. I know the immune system of our body cannot fight back because the Salmonella typhi is living inside the host cell, our cells. They don't form any new foreign bodies, but they are living inside our own cells. So immune system is also confused. So they are safe from the immune system. That's why it is very important to diagnose Salmonella typhi via the blood. When we are diagnosing, we take samples from blood, stool, urine, and also bone marrow sometimes. Okay, this is a very important question. Symptoms: find the disease associated with it. Let's see. Sustained high fever, weakness, stomach pain, constipation, headache, loss of appetite. Now the options are pneumonia, malaria, typhoid and filariasis. So firstly, stomach सँग related diseases कुन कुन हो त? Pneumonia होइन, malaria होइन, filariasis पनि होइन. That's why typhoid. High fever सँग related malaria होला, pneumonia होला. तर not related with stomach pain or constipation or loss of appetite. So typhoid is the answer. Loss of appetite हुन सक्छ अरूमा पनि. तर यहाँ एकदमै specifically we have high fever, stomach pain and constipation. So that is how we lead our answer towards typhoid and not the rest. Question: intestinal perforation is the ultimate symptom of the extreme stage of which disorder? We've studied it already. The options are malaria, filariasis, typhoid and pneumonia, and the answer is yes, typhoid. किनभने the bacteria, it affects the small intestine and perforates it. Hemorrhage and ulceration भन्ने हामीले पढेको थियो. So answer is typhoid, number 3. Very interesting historic question related to typhoid. So a cook, carrier of a disease, and spread the disease for many years by the food she prepared. This information is associated with a classic case of medicine, that of, I'll tell you the answer very easily, that is Typhoid Mary, whose real name was Mary Mallon. Okay, so Mary was a cook, American cook, who was believed to have infected around 50 to 100 people with typhoid fever that with the food she served. All right, so she was unaware of the disease and the symptoms, and she kept working. That's why later on, when the disease was discovered, she was given the name Typhoid Mary. So the answer is number what? 3. Mary Mellon was nicknamed Typhoid Mary. Okay. Yes. So after covering all these informations and questions, I'm sure you'll be able to solve almost all the questions related to typhoid. Okay. And if you have any queries, any confusion regarding this topic, please feel free to comment and we shall discuss it further. Okay. Bye bye.